What's up, guys? Today is Sunday, which means it's time for me to talk about Sweden once again based on your comments. And I had a comment asking me to look at some Swedish memes and react to them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in this video. I went ahead and scoured the internet, especially Reddit and Google Images, to try to find the best Sweden-related memes out there. So let's just jump into this and see if these memes have anything to do with what it's actually like to live in Sweden. This first meme is a Harry Potter one, and it says, when Stefan, the Prime Minister, takes 66% of your salary. What is this sorcery? Okay, I can kind of resonate with this one. The taxes are really high here in Sweden, and of course you get taxed on your salary, but then there's also the tax that your employers pay that you don't see on your salary. Wow, where did all the money go? Sorcery. Now you'll experience the full power of Swedish fall, and it's got the 5 degrees and rain. I definitely resonate with this. Fall came really early here in Sweden, and it's colder than what I'm used to back in America. Our falls are usually quite nice and much warmer than the falls here in Sweden. Sweden, they have a really short summer, and I would say a longer winter, and the fall and spring are just extremely short. We went from nice hot summer weather to boom, I was freezing my butt off just a week ago. So freaking cold out here. Sorcery. ICA Maxi, a grocery store here in Sweden, is already putting out their Christmas decorations in October. This meme is completely true. I was just at the ICA that I live by, and I saw the Julmust, the Christmas drink, already making an appearance at the beginning of October. This is mind-blowing to me. I think America, people freak out when people put Christmas stuff out before Thanksgiving, and that is only a month before Christmas. And here we are 2-3 months away from Christmas, and they're already putting Christmas stuff out. I think Sweden should take a step back and just chill a little bit, maybe celebrate some other holidays, just appreciate Halloween. I mean, people are saying that it's winter already, and it's only October. Come on, let's just enjoy the fall a little bit longer. I don't need to buy Julmust right now. Let's save it for actual Christmas. This meme got me laughing a little bit. This is also at a grocery store, and it says, hey, are you craving something healthy? And this must be a mistake because they put all the beer under this sign, and I don't think they're trying to promote alcohol in Sweden, so this must have been a mistake. But I think it's oddly, funny that, hey, looking for something healthy, and then it's just a bunch of beer. I can appreciate some good Reddit beer humor. In Swedish, semester means vacation. That's my kind of country. Yeah, and in Sweden they actually get 5 weeks of vacation typically versus the 2 that they get in America. So Swedes know how to have a nice long vacation and enjoy it. You hear those studies like Americans, they don't even take their full 2 weeks of vacation oftentimes. That is insane. The Swedes, they have the semesterdagar, the vacation days, and they definitely take full advantage of them. I totally remember the ice bucket challenge that I did. In Sweden, they call it the midsummer dope when they go swimming during midsummer. Even in the summer, the water can be pretty cold here in Sweden. But Swedes are tough, man. Even in like January, February, people are doing like isvak, and they will like jump into like icy cold water when it's below freezing outside. So when it comes to the ice bucket challenge, that's no problem for the Swedes. I remember when I did it in America, and I was like, oh, I hate cold. But now that I live in Sweden, it's like, well, it's not that big of a deal, is it? The more I scoured these memes, I realized there's just a ton of memes about it being cold in Sweden, like this one and this one. And they're all pretty funny. I can definitely relate to those, having lived in Sweden all of last year. That winter was extremely cold. I can see that's why there's so many memes about that. This one though, taking a fika every 10 minutes. It is tough to go without fika for too long. I love fika. It's one of my favorite things about living in Sweden. I even have fika merch, for goodness sakes. Like, fika is great. Yeah, that hard Swedish life. When you go too long without fika. I can definitely relate to this one as well. This next meme is a complete stereotype in Sweden, I would say, that there's a lot of hot, blonde Swedish girls. When you come to Sweden, it's not just all blonde people like you see in like the stereotypical pictures and memes. It's a very diverse country, just like anywhere else. Of course, there are a lot of cute blonde people as well, though. And this meme says, people think that just because I'm a Swedish girl, I'm hot, and I am. And to be honest with you, I think the people here do look really good. They dress nice, they take care of themselves, and it's one of the perks about living in Sweden. There's a lot of good looking people, and I've got comments actually that I'm dressing nicer and stuff after having lived in Sweden. And that's probably true, because like in America, I just really didn't give a crap about how I looked. I'd go grocery shopping in sweatpants. Heck, I think I would even go to like parties in sweatpants in college at times. Like, I just didn't really care. Like, wear flip-flops and socks to class. If I was like wearing jeans somewhere in America, I was like, all right, I was dressing up. Like, that's fancy if I'm wearing jeans. Here, I wear jeans like every day. So I think just having lived in Sweden for so long, I've got that appreciation of dressing a little bit nicer, looking a little bit nicer. I think that's something that has just kind of rubbed off on me living here. And I think that's a really good thing. And it's nice to be in a place where people take care of themselves and do put the effort into actually looking good. So we're gonna end on some geography in today's video. This first map is how Americans see Europe. Since most of my viewers are actually in Europe, I'm just gonna take a minute to talk about how we learn about geography in America. You know, we've already talked about the north of Europe, but that's basically just hot blonde babes. And as you work your way to the east, you've got vodka and strippers. And then in the southeast, there's this place, we don't really know if it's actually a part of Europe or something that we eat for Thanksgiving dinner, but there's a lot of foods in the south of Europe, like pizza and pasta. You know, the south of Europe is really a good place to be if you like food. And then as you work your way north of there, you've got a place that makes really good cars, and we've heard they make good beer. But there's also this other place at the northwest, and that's also known for beer. And that's pretty much about it. A lot of times people will make fun of Americans' knowledge of geography. And honestly, in school, like, America is such a big country on its own that a lot of the stuff we learn is very America focused. And then of course we learned about other places too. But I just think that the worldview that Americans have maybe isn't as much as people here in Europe. And the same thing with like languages, for example. Most people in America, I would say, only speak one language. In general, there's not a lot of bilingual people, whereas here in Sweden, pretty much everybody speaks both English and Swedish. And in a lot of places in Europe, people learn a lot of different languages in school and things. It's not uncommon for people in Sweden to take 3 or 4 languages in school, which is completely unheard of in America. So let's go see what the map of America looks like, of how Sweden views America. Alright, that's pretty much how America looks. So with that being said, guys, those were some Sweden related memes. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, go ahead and hit like, leave a comment down below, or if there's anything else you want me to react to in future Swedish Sunday videos, I'd love to do it. So be sure to subscribe also if you haven't done that already, and I will see you in the next video.